knowing versus expectation. Expectation is what gets you in trouble. Because as soon as you're expecting things, as soon as you're feeling entitled to things, that's when you are no longer in the present moment. And expecting is also making the people around you and the universe a forced servant to your ego's desires. But back to being in the future. Expectation is living in the future, because you're looking at life to be a specific way at a specific time in order for you to feel good about yourself, or to just feel good in general. And anytime you're expecting something, it means you're blocked off from unlimited possibilities that could go better for you, in your favor. And the universe may want to give you those things, but in your expectation of a certain outcome, you block that off. And so you block yourself off from all abundance if you're blocking yourself off from any abundance. Expectation takes you out of the present. Expectation is like creating a goal list, and it may be attainable and it may not be attainable, but you're expecting certain things to go the way you think that they should. And that approach is it's good if you get what you want, I guess, for the moment, but your ego is going to want other things. It's going to start expecting other things, more expectations. And if you don't get what you want, then that's just giving your ego the green light to go ahead and pout and be angry and be a victim and complain and just throw off all your regiments and then go off into a spiral of whatever it is you do. It's almost like you want to give yourself validation to get off your path of excellence, or just to get off your path of flow, to get off your path of life. Expectations is living in the future. And whether you're living in the future or whether you're living in the past, those are two times that don't exist. Those moments are moments created by society and your ego. The only real moment that exists is right now, in the present moment. And so that's the downside to expecting things. Now, there's a difference between knowing things, between a knowing and an expectation. Knowing means that you are putting yourself in the best position that you can in order to attain something or become something. And as long as you're continuing that consistency in order to obtain what you want to become, because consistency is very important. And any time your ego can knock you off that path of being consistent, it's going to do that. Because the ego just wants to keep you safe. Its only job is for you to survive. And so if you want anything else than that, you have to master the ego, go above the ego, and go into a knowing. The reason knowing is different because you can know that things are going to be okay. You can know that whatever happens, you're going to keep on going, keep on living. And even if you're knowing of a particular version of success or a particular amount of money, knowing is, it's okay if it doesn't happen tomorrow. It's okay if it doesn't happen today. It's okay if it happens 1,000,000 years from now. But I know it's gonna happen. And I'm amazing right now in this moment. And I'm making steps, taking steps toward that knowing. Because you know something in the here and the now. It's not expecting. You're not expecting to be something. You're not expecting for somebody else to be something. It's just you're being it in this moment. You're being successful by knowing that you will be successful. Expectation, it does happen to a lot of us though, a lot of people. It happens to you, it happens to me. But making sure that you're aware of it and catching it, and then coming back to the present moment, taking a breath, meditating, and not expecting other people to do things for you, or expecting them to act a certain way just because those are your definitions of what you think that person should be, whatever label you'll give them. Wife, husband, friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, what have you. But what you're doing is you're saying that everything else is bad. You're saying that, oh, if this person doesn't act like how I think they should act, then they must not be for me. They must be trying to hurt me. They don't respect me. They don't blah blah blah. They don't fill in the blank. When in reality, you're just blocking off every other signal that's being sent to you when you're being given signs from the people around you. Because they're obviously there with you to teach you something. It's a life lesson. And it's going to keep happening. It may not happen in the same way. And it never does, because no moment is the same. Every person is unique. Every person is different. Every person has different experiences. So every person has different definitions. So every person cannot be compared. And so, expectation, especially your expectations of others, nobody is ever going to live up to your expectations. And if they do live up to your expectations, then that's not a relationship. That's a slave, or worse. Expectation might keep you from getting a job you want. It might keep you from getting a promotion. It might keeping you from having a great relationship. It may keep you from everything. Because you may think you want something, but you got something else, and for that reason, that means you attracted something else. That means you're on that frequency, so you're just as much accountable as anybody else. In fact, you're 100% accountable for all of your results. Nobody can tell you what success is. Nobody can make you successful. It's an internal